Welcome to Math TV with Professor V. Here's the integral of the day. We have definite integral from 0 to ln of 8 of x to the negative third times e raised to the 1 over x squared dx. So take a second to think about it, but you should notice that this is an improper integral because the limits of integration are from 0 to natural log of 8, and we can see the integrand is not defined at 0. So immediately you should rewrite this as the limit as t approaches 0 from the right of integral from t to natural log of 8 x to the negative third e to the 1 over x squared dx. All right. Now from here, it's a matter of integrating. It's not too hard, but you have to have your wits about you. I'm a stickler with my students that they maintain proper notation and mind their limits of integration the entire time. So it's perfect scenario to do a U-substitution. We're going to let u equal 1 over x squared, which is x to the negative second. And then du would be negative 2x to the negative third dx. And I can see we have basically that right here. I love drawing that little kidney bean. So we've got negative 1/2 du equals x to the negative third dx. Fabulous. You also have to change your limits of integration, okay? Don't be a sloppy little student. So u of the lower limit t would be 1 over t squared. And then u of the upper limit, natural log of 8, is 1 over ln of 8 squared. Yeah, you have to change them. Everything has to be in terms of the same variable. So here we go. Write lim every step of the way, unless you want -1, like I told my class. Okay, so now we have integral from new lower limit is 1 over t squared. New upper limit, 1 over ln of 8 squared. And then we have a negative 1/2 e to the u du. Okay, good. I like it. Definitely don't like having negatives, so I'm going to flip the limits of integration and make this positive. So we've got limit t goes to 0 from the right. I'm going to pull the 1/2 out as well. Do a little flipperoo, so we've got 1 over ln of 8 squared, 1 over t squared up top, and then we have e to the u du. Okay, that's such a cute little antiderivative, right? E to the u, it's just e to the u. So now we've got the limit, t approaches 0 from the right, 1/2 e to the u, and then now this is evaluated from 1 over t squared to 1 over ln of 8 squared. Beautiful. Keep the 1/2 out while evaluating this limit. It's just going to make life easier. So we've got limit t approaches 0 from the right, 1/2 e raised to the 1 over t squared minus e raised to the 1 over ln of 8 squared. Okay, so let's think about what's going on here. T is approaching 0 from the right, so 1 over t squared. Remember, if we have limit t approaches 0 from the right, 1 over t squared. Denominator is approaching 0, but it's positive. 1 over something shrinking approaches positive infinity. So this whole exponent here is approaching positive infinity. E raised to something going to positive infinity is also going to positive infinity. Minus e to the 1 over ln of 8 squared. Who cares what it is? It's just some number. And then all of this is multiplied by 1/2. So what's this limit going to be overall? It's still approaching positive infinity, right? Subtracting a constant isn't going to do anything. 1/2 of infinity is still going to infinity. So this limit is positive infinity. And what does that tell me about my integral? That it is divergent. Okay. Usually, if it's convergent, then you would have to state what the limit is. And if it's convergent, then it is a finite number. Okay. If you want to just refresh yourself on improper integrals, I'll link a video here. Hope you enjoyed the integral of the day. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and catch me on TikTok and Instagram at MathTV with Professor V. See you later, guys.